All right, welcome everybody. So we are here, Dead by Trials. We have Team Loyalty and Team Echoes. Echoes on the killer side against Loyalty survivors. It is gonna be a Blight set, so it's gonna be an S tier. So no perks, no add-ons that you see on the screen. And our first chase is gonna be against Fung, dropping the firecracker, not gonna get the blind, and not going to connect the hit. So very strong face for the survivor, but they are going to double back into the killer. So that's going to be their first hit, and the rush going in. We see some scratch marks going to the pallet. Another rush, and a nice flare from the survivor that is going to miss. So chase is still on. Going to another filler pallet. Looks like they're going for a swing, and it does not connect. So Fung doing a really good job keeping this chase up, especially against Blight, who is a very strong killer. Looks like they're running edge map, so this is going to be a down. So our first down of the match. And a question is that enough time for a generator? Possibly not, but a lot of progress should be made from the survivor team. So first hook. And that's going to be a very, very fast unhook from the survivor team. Who's going to be unhooking was our Nancy, and first generator is going to be completed. So pallet going down and a break. Looks like they're running towards Fun Bus, but Fung not really much to work with. So that's going to be a down onto them once again. But not before two generators done, and decisive strike. So going to be buying the team a lot more time, and no connection on the hit. That was very strange. No dead art, as we didn't see the endurance possible dead art, and it just didn't connect. But that's going to be third generator being completed. So that's most of their generator progress from the start of this match being completed. And they're going to drop chase. Gonna head towards main, but unfortunately not going to bump onto anything. So gonna have to fatigue. And they do find an injured Nancy, but they're not gonna go for that chase. They're gonna go for the generator, pressure this Nia off of it. Going for a little bit of moon rush, not going to connect. So Nia is now forced to the corner of the map, but it is a pretty strong tile, but Blight could definitely play around it with some bump logic. Looks like holding the corner a little bit too long, as that's going to be the M1 hit onto Nia. So the rushes come out, and a very strong connection onto the Nia. Very good play from our Blight, getting the down. So second hook of the match. It's going to be applied onto Nia. And we do find a generator with a lot of progress on it. So we see the unhook, seeing if they can find the survivor that was working on it. So no sign of the survivor, going to head straight back, see if they can interrupt the heal. But we do see the heal come through onto Nia. So it's not going to be an easy tunnel out. They're going to fatigue, see where they are, get some eyes. We see the Fung. Looking, going for a rush, going up the hill, getting some nice views, finding the Fung back at the tile. Oh wait, no, this is the Nia. Very good find. This is going to be their tunnel. Either one have already been hooked before. And they find the Fung once again, but gonna go for the Nia, as there's not really much to work with. They find themselves a truck pallet, but against Blight, it's gonna be very difficult to play. But that's gonna be the hit onto them, and the endurance. That's gonna be gen number 4 being completed. And the survivors are doing a really good job pressuring gens. That's gonna be 5 gens and no connection on the rush. So 2 hook stages for Team Echoes, as Loyalty already finished all 5 generators, and they're going into the end game. We see the gate already being worked on, about 2, possibly 3 lights, 2 lights on, and they find themselves a Nancy who's gonna give a hit with all 5 rushes being used. But we hear the gate being open, but against the Blight, it's gonna be very difficult to traverse the map to a second gate. Gonna have to break the pallet. Rush is coming out. Looks like someone's coming in for a hit. And that's gonna be all 5 rushes and no connection. So it's gonna be a lot of distance being made for the Nancy, but looks like they're not going for any kind of body block. So that's gonna be a down onto them. Wait, no, it's gonna be a 4 people play. Looks like we're counting it out, and that's gonna be the down onto them. Pick up, flashlight. Oh, and does not come through. So that's going to be a fresh hook onto our Nancy going into this end game. We see the reset onto Nia, but with Fung doing for the people, that's going to be 1 person who is injured. So looks like we're going to try and confirm this. That's going to be Deliverance. A lot of utility for the perks from the Survivor team. Going for a body block, and it's not going to work. That's going to be the 4 out for Team Loyalty. Well, 4 out now for Team Loyalty. GG's. Very well played from Team Loyalty, getting the 4 out. And our Team Echoes with 3 fresh hooks on the Survivor team. So we'll be right back. We're going to flip sides, and we'll have Team Loyalty on the killer side and Team Echoes on the Survivor side after this short break. Welcome back, everybody. So we are on round 2 of the first set, and it's going to be Loyalty on the killer side against Echo Survivor. So we find one survivor to our left, and looks like our Blight is not going to entertain it just yet. They're going to head towards Shack, and we already hear generator progress in it, and it's going to be coming from Detective Tap, who's going to give a very early M1 hit. So with 5 rushes available, this may be a shorter chase than we saw last match, but that's going to be a very nice stun from Tap. And looks like they're going to W key away all the way to the fun bus, and rushes are available again. I'm trying to go around. There's going to be a very strong window vault from Tap, and they're going to get hit through it. So very good patience from the Blight, just going to one side, and Tap's going to vault right into their loving arms. So that's going to be our first down and hook of the match. And no generator completed as of yet. Against these S-tier killers, it's very difficult to pop a gen during that first chase. And we already see an unhook very early, and they're going to find our Nia and actually commit to this chase. Not going to go for the tunnel, and unfortunately not going to get the hit. They are going to be vacuumed to the pallet. Pallet going down. Rushes are almost available for our Blight, so they're just going to go ahead and break it manually, use their rushes to catch up to Nia. Nia going to be using the tires, and it's not going to work. That's going to be the hit onto them, and they're finding themselves all the way to the corner of the map, but it's just a TNL. Not really the safest thing against the Blight, so that's going to be a very, very quick down with their rushes there. So it's going to be second hook of the match, so they're very close to the win condition that they need to meet. At least 3 freshes were given last match on Loyalty Survivors, and they already have 2 freshes this match with 4 generators left. So they find themselves on the hill, and they do see a Tap at the fun bus, and it looks like they're going to take this chase. So, and a very nice connection from the Blight. Nice flick around the opening of the bus, and that's going to be the connection on the vault. And now with an injured Tap and 5 rushes, this is going to be something that's going to be difficult. But Dead Hard is going to be coming in clutch. Going to extend the chase just a little bit longer. They are still zoned here at Fun Bus. But Blight is going to be a little bit stuck going through, but it is going to work out as Tap is running towards the other side of the bus, and that's going to be the down and eventual hook. And it's going to be right next to an active generator that we see Ada has been working on. So that's going to be one gen that's not going to be completed just yet. So second hook for Tap this match. So our Blight's going to kick the gen, not kick the pallet. And I'm trying to look at our gen setup. It looks like the gen setup is closer to this side of the map. Yeah, we have Shack, we have Bus, and we have a hook and an Ada that's here. So that's 2 survivors in this area. Looks like they're going for a little bit of a HUD tech, and Ada! Very nice crouch check around the corner tech there. And it's not going to be enough for the unhook, so this is going to be a trade on hook. Looks like our Blight's going to go for the hook before they go for the tunnel out. So now that is 3 fresh hooks and 4 stages for this match, and they just barely get caught on the railing. And Nia does make it through, and we do see the broken status effect, so most likely deliverance from Ada, which explains the trade on hook. So it's going to be our second gen being completed, and a very nice down onto Tap. Looks like no Dead Hard this time. Kind of caught them off guard. Ooh, actually it's going to be decisive strike. So Dead Hard's still going to be available to be used, and they use it, but they don't make it to the pallet. So it's going to be a very fast down after that decisive strike. But we do see our third gen being completed, which was, I believe, main. But now we're looking at a 3v1 situation with 2 gens remaining and at least 1 generator with a lot of progress. So this is definitely doable for the 3v1. Try to get some outs. Already having about, looks like our fourth piston's about to start running on that one. Not too much pressure on Shaq. So looks like our Blight is looking around and they do find some scratch marks from our Ada. And that's going to be another down in Shaq. So just immediately go for the pickup. That's going to be generator number 4 being done. So very good pressure from Team Echoes. Getting 4 generators done. But Loyalty's killer is keeping their foot on the gas pedal. That's going to be another hook onto Ada. They're looking around. We see some scratch marks going towards the hook. They're going to start rushing. And that's going to be the hit onto Nia. Looks like Ada getting a little bit stuck there. But that's going to be sprint burst. Giving them a lot of distance. Making it towards Shaq. And it looks like our killer is going to be going towards the gen. We're going for a little bit of hook tech on the rock. And it connects. Very nice work from our Blight. That was at the cost of all their rushes, so the Kate's going to have a lot of distance being made. But this generator is almost completed. So now they're heading straight back. We only have time for one reset, which is on the Ada, so Nia kind of still injured. And we see our Kate running back towards the gen. And I believe these pallets have been used earlier this match. Oh, I believe they lost sight of them. Yeah, it looks like they did. Scratch marks went the other way. And so they are found now, but our Blight, they do know 2 survivors are working Shaq. So they are on a little bit of a time crunch on this chase. It is a TNL. We did see earlier where we saw a pretty fast down at the TNLs. It's very difficult. Oh, it looks like our survivor went edge map. But good side from our Blight. They are able to find them and get the eventual down. So Firecracker's not really going to be of use there. Just buying just a few more seconds. And with no pain res, no perks, they may be able to get this generator done before. Yes, there it goes. So 5 generators completed now. So looks like they end on the hill, and we already see the lights on at the gate. Possibly checking for our 3rd survivor, seeing if they're going to be going for the unhook. As we only see an injured Nia here, they're going for it, sticking it. Oh, they get down, but not before they open the gate. So up on the hook, Nia goes. That's going to be their 2nd hook for this match. And the only one left is Ada. And still no unhook on Kate. So the question is, where is our survivor hiding? There it is. There's the unhook on Kate. So our Blight's going to immediately head back to hook. Still no sign of any survivors, so they're probably still in this corner. Maybe see if they can get a reset off in time. And they do. They do get the reset, but it's going to be an immediate M1 hit. And with that, our Blight's going to have their rushes back, and they only have a filler pallet to work with at the truck. Oh, but they're going to go ahead and drop. Chase with Ada, go for Arcade, and they just barely make it to the tree. And the bounce comes in clutch. That's going to be the down onto them. And we see Ada towards our right. They are healthy, so it's going to be at least a 1 out, but at least it's not going to be a 2 out. They don't make it in time for the unhook, so our Blight's going to head back, secure their last stage for this match. So GG's, very well played. That's going to be the win for loyalty, not the win for loyalty, but just overall points for this set. So it's gonna be 46 points for loyalty and 23 points for Echoes, and we'll be right back after the short break where we're gonna swap maps to Nurse on Garden of Joy, and we will see loyalty playing killer in that one. So we'll be right back. Stay tuned right after the short break. Welcome back, everybody. So we're here with Nurse on Garden of Joy. We have Loyalty playing Killer against Echoes Survivors. So first few blinks of the match, not able to find anyone as they do spawn pretty far, but we do see two survivors by the tree. It's going to be our Tap and someone else. Ooh, we're looking around as well. Very nice flick as they are going to connect their hit onto Tap, and Tap's going to be caught out here, and that's going to be a nice down onto them. So very strong start for Team Loyalty, as not too much generator progress has occurred this match, as we saw two survivors already found in the open. So first hook of the match is going to be on Top, and we do hear the generator progress right next to us. It's going to be from our Kate. So our Nurse is going to commit to this, and we do see the unhook very, very early. But our Nurse is going to continue this chase, and a very nice double back from the Kate as they are able to escape Shack unharmed. They do hold W. Our Nurse sees it, going for first blink, second blink, and very close for the hit. But Kate is running towards some active generators, as we do find our Nia, who is walking around. So they do get found, and that's gonna be a connection on their second blink. So they are able to generate a little bit of distance, waiting for those blinks to come back. Now they're making their way towards edge map, going for the second blink, and it's not gonna connect. So Nia's able to stay up on this chase, even though it's Nurse, and we're not really working too hard, and that's gonna be the hit onto them and down. So second down of this match is gonna be onto Nia. And here we do have a lot of progress, but this is the generator that Nia was on earlier. No sign of any survivors, but we do see this generator with 3 pistons running, so a lot of progress on this one. So our survivor team haven't popped a generator just yet, but we do see a lot of progress on multiple gens, and we also see the unhook occur across map. And looks like our Nurse is kind of just floating around here, seeing if they can find a survivor in their sight, and they do find the Kate. So 3 generators pretty much almost ready to go. Just a few more chases, and that's not going to be the hit on the pallet, so it's going to be the blink attack, and looks like our Nurse is going to go for an immediate blink, but Kate with a lot of distance made. But that's going to be our first generator of the match being done, and they're going to go for a full blink through main building. Not able to catch our Kate off guard, but we do hear them upstairs. Oh, there she goes. That's the drop. But any drop against the Nurse is going to be an almost instant down. As we see here, the stagger is very drastic, especially against the Nurse, who can blink very quickly on top of you. But that's going to be our second gen being done. And with that, we do know there's 2 gens with a lot of progress, and we do see it in front of us. So there goes 3 fresh hooks this match, and they do connect on their second blink. So Nia not really much to work with, as they do run edge map. So this may be a very fast down, and it's what our Nurse needs in order to pressure these gens, get as much hooks as they can. And that's going to be the down. Very good blink. So we do see the unhook cross map on Kate. Most likely see the reset right there, and it does come through. And this generator is a pump, and that's going to be a 3rd gen being completed. And with this one, just about 90%. We are very close with 1 gen left. Looks like our Nurse is going to blink, see if they can find the survivor who's going to come in for the unhook. But unlucky to them, they don't blink on top of them. And our Ada is going to hold W away. There goes 2 blinks, and it does connect through the pallet stun. And it looks like our Nurse is going to head back to hook. Just get the hit onto them, head on back, and that's going to be the people play. That's going to be a healthy Nia running around now. But our nurse is not going to take that chase. They're going to find this tap, who is kind of zoned edge map. Not really much to work with. But very good use of the edge map bushes, as they are able to escape from this corner. Have a pretty long chase. And we do see the scratch marks. And Nia being very aggressive on the gen. But unfortunate, not able to do enough progress to stop the regression. So our nurse is doing a good job juggling this gen. That has a lot of progress, and that's going to be generator number 4 being done now. So 1 gen left, and a great set of blinks. That's going to be the down onto Nia, who was already hooked previously. We did see the 40 people onto them. So it's going to be another hook, and we see a reset onto Ada. So up she goes, and GG's, well played to you. So 3v1, we know this gen has a lot of progress, but we see the scratch marks. Looks like our survivor team already pressuring this gen. So our nurse looking around, see if they can find which survivor was working it. We do see an Ada in the area and also some other scratch marks. But now with this generator having a lot of progress, you can freely work the other one, where if our nurse gets away from this one, she's kind of stuck in a pickle here. Looks like she's holding their blink, seeing if they can check how much progress this gen has. Looks like it does have some progress, and it's going to be our Kate being found, and that's going to be a 1 blink hit, so they're going to get their second blink immediately. Going for a blink through the house. Unlucky, not able to blink through the wall. So that's going to be a set of blinks our nurse needs to wait on. And we do see the lithe from Kate. Just going to go all the way to the corner of the map before that generator pops in. A nice 1 blink onto them. Very nice blinks from our killer here for Team Loyalty. But our Echo Survivor is doing a good job pressuring this gen. And they do need to pop it before this hook so they can start spreading out for this end game. And they do get it. So now we're looking at 6 stages this match so far. It looks like our nurse is going to use that vantage point on the main building. Very good blink, as they do get information on to tap. So going for the 2 blinks in order to close the gap. And that's going to be the gaping open. Very good. Very good play from our survivor team, Ada. They pressure the gate very quickly. So that's going to be the 2 out onto them. And that's going to be the blink and hit. So that's going to be 2K for this match. Very strong performance from both sides. Pretty evenly matched if you look at the hook stages and deaths. So 2K7, especially against a nurse. That's a very good performance from our survivor team. So we do know the win condition going into this last set, or at least to get enough points generated. So we'll be right back after a short break, where we will have Echoes on the killer side against Loyalty survivors. Welcome back, everybody. So we are here for our last game of the evening. It's gonna be Echoes on the killer side against Loyalty Survivors, and we've kind of got the same spawn from before, so we'll see if we could find the survivors in the same area. Looks like our nurse is going to be finding someone in Shack, gonna blink right towards it, and they are going to be finding Feng, who I believe lied. That was a lot of distance. Yeah, a lot of distance being made. And no connection on the swing. So very huge start on the Survivor team, not giving up a very early hit, as they were able to use Lie to hold W away. But a very good read from our nurse, as they do connect on that set of blinks, and it kind of zones our Survivor back towards this corner. Looks like they're going edge map, and that's going to be the down onto them. So first down of this match. Not too bad for both sides, depending on which hook she goes in order to pressure any of these generators. Looks like they are going to be pulling them towards this gen, and no progress is being made on this one. So our first hook of the game, and looks like our nurse is going to go towards main. Ooh, and no sign of any survivor. So probably very early call out from the Survivor team. So not giving up any kind of free hits, especially against the nurse. And that's going to be our first gen being completed, which was cross map. And none of these gens have really been worked on by this hook. So not too many gens are going to be pressured from this hook. And we do see a Nancy running in the wild. Going for that second blink. Very nice second blink, but it's not going to connect to any survivor. We see the scratch rush. We see the Nia coming in for the unhook. And our nurse comes straight back. Gonna go for this tunnel onto Feng. And Feng's gonna be making their way towards this corner of the map. The only exhaustion available to them is live that we saw earlier. Looks like they go ahead and go edge map. And this should be a down. It actually is dead hard being used. Dead hard live? Very interesting build. It looks like they're hopping a locker. And a nice hit from our nurse. Last second hit. Very good play from our nurse. And looks like our nurse is gonna go to the basement now. It's gonna be in main building. So up they go. Second hook for them. Still no generator completed just yet. We should be seeing one completed very soon. We haven't seen too much action from our other survivors, and there goes the generator. So 2 gens so far for 2 hooks. Looks like they're looking around seeing if the survivor that was working this gen is lurking in the area. This basement might be a little bit difficult for our survivor team to kind of get out of safely. So using their blinks, that's gonna be 3 generators being done now. So our nurse is very committed to this camp. The bar is getting close. Looks like they're just verifying no one's going down just yet. And given the time of the bar, we're most likely gonna see this camp. They have to body block very well, as looks like our survivor has about 5 more seconds. Very good body blocks from the nurse, and this should wait. Oh, and that's gonna be the death onto Feng with 1 gen remaining. That's gonna be the down onto Nia in basement. Very, very strong play from the nurse. Body blocking just enough. Give a little bit of nodders. A little bit of nodders. They played that very well. And now with only 1 gen remaining, I believe this is a soft 3 gen that's here. Main isn't really part of too many 3 gens, but it is nurse. So it's definitely playable, and a nice 1 blink onto Nancy. So Nancy's forced to use the firecracker. Oh, and a very nice play from them. Double backing into the nurse. And a nice sidestep, giving a little bit of nodders, a little bit of appreciation of the move. Very good sidestep from Nancy. Looks like our nurse is gonna have to drop chase. head back to main building. And no one has yet to work this gen. Oh, but they sneakily worked this one. That's going to be 5 gens completed so far. But our Nia is going to be found. Edge map. And they do get downed. But we do see a second set of scratch marks, I believe, from our Yun Jin, who is our only healthy survivor right now. And they are going to get the 1 and 2 blink onto them. We do see the gate being open, but it is a lot of distance from here. And especially against the nurse, it's going to be difficult to make it to the gate. And that's going to be the down onto them. And we do see the unbreakable, I would say, on Nia. Looks like we're seeing which hook to take. Don't want to hook too close to the hook or to the gate, but also you want to hook in a spot where you can see if you can cut off our Nia, who did unbreakable. But up they go on the hook. We see the reset onto Nia. Interesting. Looking around, don't see any survivors. Oh, we do see our Nancy on this gate. So last match we did see a 2K7. This match we are already at 5 hooks. Looks like our nurse is just still waiting around. Looks like they're gonna hold their blink now. They do find the healthy Nia. Maybe trying to bait the Nancy on that. Looks like the Nancy's just going to be waiting in the gate. And there goes Nia. Oh. Looks like they're trying to kite our killer away, seeing if they could possibly come in. But it's very risky. If our survivor does die on hook, we're looking at a tie. Looks like we're holding blink. The blinking to the center of the map. We'll most likely see this 2 out, as Nancy still has not been reset. Looks like our nurse wants to check on this gate. We do see the reset now, and this gate has not been touched at all. So time is ticking. We do have the endgame collapse and the hook timer, but no, looks like they are going to be taking the 2 out. So it's going to be a 2K7 as well. So GG's, very well played from both sides. They do tie this in points at 33-33. So we kind of see the same outcome on Nurse on Garden of Joy. Very well played from both sides, as we got a tie in points. So both sides did really well. We saw the camp. We saw a very good play in basement, but it still wasn't enough to turn the tide there to generate any kind of extra hook stages to take a win over points. But thank you guys for everything. Thank you for support, watching the matches. GG's to both teams, Echoes and Loyalty. So Loyalty did have a majority of the points given in the first set with 46-23. So GG's to both sides. We'll see you guys next time, where our next match is going to be offline. But if you guys are in the Discord or want to join the Discord, it is in the information if you do want to join and get pinged when we do go live here on our YouTube channel. We'll see you guys next time.